In case you missed the last episode, let me just quickly sum up for you what we've been up to. We attended an unforgettable off-road rally in Romania with two our friends, Lukas and Domi, in their self-converted van. We spent the last 8 days as 4 people in one sprinter camper van. We crossed the epic Fargas mountain range, slept at unimaginable places, experienced some highs and lows, while the weather and conditions were changing drastically. But most of all, we pushed our limits and found out what we are capable of and how much we value our friendship. In this episode, we continue with day 3 as we aim to cross the finish line alive and without the broken car. Welcome on board.
Good morning, guys. This is day 3 and we experienced our first night when it was freezing, and we stopped just next to the mountain hut and we had to climb here on a very steep rope. We hit our limit yesterday on a sprinter. It was a bit scary because we've been going such an incline that we were flooring it at the first gear and we were losing power with the old traction, so it was quite hard to get up here, but the morning was amazing. Everything here is a little bit frozen. It's under 0, and right now our goal is to get down because that's also quite hard. So we will deflate the tires a bit, the front ones, and put the first gear, and we'll just slowly go down few hundred meters. The few sections are really steep, so probably only Lucas will be driving, us will be observing from the outside of the car. And hopefully if something goes wrong there are other people which can help us, because we are leaving now as a group, so I think it will be fine. Let's see.
Send it.
Alright, so basically what we did is that we just walked down the steepest part, and Lucas, the driver, sent the car with himself down, and it's pretty steep, I have to be honest, and also there are like small steps along the way, so I'm quite impressed that the car actually did it yesterday and we made it up. But we are safe now. Looks good. Alright, so we got a second meetup with the police. I don't know, the organizer of the event said that it's very rare to meet a police car, but yeah, we are probably lucky because we already met like the second one. It's the 3rd day, 2 times meeting with police officer, but I don't know, I don't have a feeling that they want to do something wrong to us. I mean, they are very nice, they are very polite, and they are just checking around, and to be honest, I think they just don't have much to do, so they are happy that they have some socializing. But I just don't understand because they speak a little bit English and then only in Romania, so we are translating with Google Translator, in a phone, and they took our IDs. They cannot explain why, but we are trying to understand if we are doing something wrong or not. But they are like, no, you are not. And they are just making pictures, so I don't really know. But hopefully it will be alright. What's going on here?
We're out of water. There is absolutely no water in the car, so we gotta find a way to fill it, right? But we're in the middle of a country that doesn't speak English. They don't provide like the water sources as in Italia, Austria. So we have a, I would say, relatively clean mountain spring. It was a spring at some point, and we have a filtration system that's going to take care of all the debris, all the sediments, and actually also about the bacteria. So we're going to put it all together with the pump. This is the pump.
Yeah, and we will just put this small filter inside the river, and then the set of the another filters near our tank, and we'll get 100 liters of fresh water for a shower, cleaning, dishes, everything. So in the end we needed to put one filter out because it was slowing down the process of filling it up, but we'll use it anyway just for the shower and washing the dishes, so it will be completely fine. And I think in 5 minutes we'll have it, right? How many persons we have?
Yeah, it's going really fast. We have 13 already.
Good morning, guys. It's day 4 of our adventure rally, and this night we spent here in an old stone quarry. We arrived in the night, so we didn't really know how the place looks like, but it's a quite flat area, so it was easy to set up the car and sleep here. It's below 0 degrees, so it's quite cold, but we finally managed to set up our heating in a very nice way that we had all night like 16 degrees inside, so it was very comfortable actually, and we had a proper 8-hour sleep. Right now we are waiting for the sun as it didn't show up yet because it's behind the clouds, and we actually woke up to the completely foggy weather, but it's getting better every minute, I think. There's a beautiful artificial lake down there in the valley. The forest around is amazing. Yeah, today's afternoon we're going to drive probably the hardest part of the whole expedition, so it's time to get ready. Our first small technical failure, just the air filter was flopping around because some spacers went off because of this very bumpy and drastic road, I think, but we just put some zip ties and tape around, and it will be very good fix, I think, for the rest of the trip.
In these moments, it started to be serious. Honestly, this plateau was probably the most epic spot of the week, but at the same time, the most tough one for us, speaking about the tension vibe between the crew. If you ever experienced what does it feel like to leave 4 people in one camper van for 8 days straight, you may get the point. And keep in mind, we haven't made long stops. We haven't chilled out on the beach. The transfers have been long, 8 to 10 hours in hard terrain daily. Critical decisions, stressful situations, different levels of anxiety. This moment was the hardest one, partly physically but mostly mentally. Rough path full of large stones and underneath a huge drop. There's no room for a mistake. We had two options. Either this situation will break us or we will overcome it stronger and closer to each other than ever. We decided to fight for ourselves, pushing the limits and making lifetime memories. That's what this off-road rally expedition was for us.
Good morning, everyone. We've just woke up in the middle of nowhere, literally. If you can see all around, we are in the middle of the mountains. Honestly, this was far beyond the limits of the car we are driving here, but yeah, somehow we ended up over here and we spent the night at this spot. And the sunrise is just glowing, so we made a quick coffee and a cup of tea, and we are deciding like how we will manage to get back, because the road is quite tricky, and yesterday evening it was really tough, and also like the whole atmosphere was quite intense, because for me, I didn't really see the point, like why we came here all the way up, why we needed like to climb to this point, and the last 30 minutes I was just walking because it wasn't safe to stay in the car, because there is like a cliff and it could possibly go wrong. Yeah, but despite this, the fact where we are far beyond any civilization makes it somehow special, and yeah, probably also unforgettable. I don't know, these are the situations which are physical ones, but they change you in a psychological way, let's say. So hopefully this will all just help to all of us just to be better people.
These curves are a little bit sketchy, and this one is quite problematic because it's quite steep with a high angle, and there are a few rocks like this. If you hit them, the car starts to jump. And the second thing is that it can cut your tire, like for example this one. You actually see that it's a little bit black here, so somebody was already hitting it, and it's like a knife if you have 2 tons pushing down against this sharp end. So it's just better, we're like a scouters for Lukas, to put them away so we can get down basically, because if we puncture the tire here, we're not done, but close to that, because it's really hard to change a tire in such an incline. We took a time to slow down today. We went to service our car, and just to give you an idea why are we now in the workshop is that during yesterday we noticed that the car is swinging from side to side quite much, and it was getting more dangerous as the car is high and it was swinging above the cliff. So we needed to change the front suspension shocks, which will reduce this swinging.
And then our souls needed a service as well, so we had some lovely dinner in a local village and spoke about everything as a team, as friends, as a family. Then we drove the whole evening and camped next to one of the most famous viaducts in Romania.
I think it's a nice habit to update you in the morning what we've done. And yesterday we parked our car first time alone, not in the camp with other guys, because we were a little bit late and because of the maintenance of the car. And there was one spot on the map we didn't want to miss, and it's a old train viaduct which goes through the valley, and it's over 1 kilometer long, and at some point it's almost 40 meters high. And it might look sketchy, but actually it has quite interesting history. This bridge is a part of a railway which construction began in 1979 and should have ended in 1990s, but the revolution brought this project down and it was never finished. Sadly, everything was ready, including the rails, which were removed by the constructors as they didn't get paid. So right now we are following the path of the old railway, and guess what? There was a viaduct or the bridge, but we are also heading to the tunnel as it was part of the railway. And the whole part is full of bushes, and as our car is high and quite wide, we have a problem and we're scratching the wrap a little bit, right?
A little bit.
A little bit, maybe it's to be changed
We are
soon.
creating new air vents on the van, I would say. Not even scratching.
Almost there.
Almost there. But you don't,
wow.
but you don't know how good is it on the other side.
Yes.
That's true.
Or do you?
No.
Do you know if it's the end of the
I hope
bushes
there
or
is
not?
normal roads.
Oh, look at this. Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch. Okay, this looks quite good. They're big and a lot of fun.
Oh, we need some
There you go.
lights.
Okay, we.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Woo! Here we go. This is gonna be dusty.
Yeah, there was a lot of dust. Good.
How long was it? I think it was
Like one or 2 kilometers.
1 or 2 kilometers, really. And there was the thing that when we were entering the tunnel, we could see the other end. But now, as we made the whole environment there so dusty, we are not able to see the other side. I mean, look at our car.
Too much garden up here.
We entered the hard segment and we were already looking for the best route, and at that point we saw a few cars which they stopped, and we saw a big oil spill, and that's not a good sign because somebody penetrated the oil pan of the engine. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Why it is here and it's cut?
Is it a Christmas tree?
Oh, we can take it home.
What are you doing?
It was easy kick.
After enjoying the beautiful colorful leaves around as a cherry on the top, we are heading to Transalpina, the highest paved road in Romania, reaching an altitude of 2,145 meters above sea level.
Alright, so this is our campsite and the road goes all the way like this.
But today it's a day where we were finally able to reach the campsite or the official point where we all meet after the day during daylight. It's amazing feeling as we are able to enjoy and explore this beautiful saddle between two mountains. It's a little bit windy but not too much. We were able to see beautiful sunset from the top, and now we have a glowing sky all around. Look at this. We were able to find a quite flat spot on a little hill